Hi, it's Christina Roberto, your trusted realtor in Ashland and Richland County, Ohio. I want to walk you through something every homeowner needs to know before listing their home in 2026. If you do these things, you will find that you have a smoother sale, you get more money for your house, and it happens on your timeline, which is exactly what you want. So if you are considering selling this year or even thinking about it at all, let's talk about strategy. So let's go over the 5 essential things that you need to know before listing your home this year. Number one, get clear on your goals and your timeline. Know why you want to move in the first place and when you want to be out of your house or when you need to be out of your house. Maybe you're looking for a new job. Maybe you've got a new job. Maybe you're not in any hurry at all, or you just want to be moved by a certain time of the year for weather purposes. We in Ohio sometimes need to move around the weather. So hire a real estate agent such as myself, and we can help you strategize around that timeline, because listing your home needs to have a strategy, not just kind of thrown up on the internet and hope something happens. We want to get you what you want when you need it so that we can get you moved in a timeline that is structured around your needs. Number two, declutter and deep clean your entire home. Buyers notice everything, and when they're walking through your home, it's better if they feel more space and light. So make sure that you deep clean things like bathrooms, kitchens, floors. Windows are a big one. When they look out the window, they don't want to see a bunch of smudges and things on the windows. And then declutter. You're living there. It's fine. You're going to have your day-to-day stuff. But when a buyer walks through, it's very helpful if they can picture themselves in your home instead of just walking through, taking a tour of someone else's home that they're never going to live in. Doing these things leads to offers. If you need help, there are folks out there that you can pay to come help you deep clean and declutter. Many people are just capable of doing it on their own. And this doesn't mean that the stuff you have there isn't good. It's just that this is the stuff you use every single day, and maybe it doesn't need to be there for showings. So something to consider is getting these things done. It is really important to the way your house shows to a buyer when they walk through. Number three, handle any obvious repairs. When I'm walking through a client's home and we're getting prepared to list it, I'm walking through that home with, I say, I'm putting my buyer's hat on and I'm looking at the house with buyer's eyes. So I will point out any obvious repairs. Maybe you guys knew about them, you didn't know about them. It doesn't matter. We just want to handle the obvious things so that when buyers come into your home, they feel that you have maintained the home properly. That doesn't mean that you have to repair all the little things, but definitely things that are obvious we want to take care of. You may even want to consider getting a pre-listing inspection. So that's where you have an inspector come in the house and they give you a list of all the things that maybe maintenance needs, maybe some large, small, all those things. And then you can choose what you want to correct from that report. If you have that going into listing your home, it kind of smooths out the transaction a little bit, because that part is handled before someone even writes an offer on your house. They've been given that report and the list of all the things that you've fixed already. So that's something to consider doing. It's not a must at all, but what should be a must is fixing any obvious things that you can see when walking through the house, like chipped floors, dings in walls, paint that's scratched and needs repainted. Those kinds of things should all be taken care of prior to us coming in and photographing your house and putting it on the market. Number four, and this is a big one, set a smart competitive price right out of the gate. Your real estate agent should come to you with data showing you what your house is truly worth. Here's what happens if you don't price it right out of the gate. If you underprice it, you leave money on the table. That's an easy one. But if you overprice it, the house will sit too long. You won't get enough people through it. You won't get good offers. In fact, you'll start getting lowball offers, and you'll find that you wind up with selling the house for less. And now you kind of have to, because maybe you're moving for a job or something like that. So it is paramount that you set a price with your real estate agent that is backed by data. Sometimes, and I'll tell you to please beware of agents that come in your house and tell you your house is worth whatever number and they have no data to back it up. You need to understand that so that you can have a conversation with your real estate agent and you guys can come to a decision of really what's the best price for your home, to get it sold in a timely manner for the most amount of money possible. I can't tell you how important this part of listing your home is. And having a professional like myself help you figure out exactly what that number is really the best thing that you can do to get your home sold for the most amount of money in the least amount of time. Number 5, prepare your home's marketing before it even goes on the market. Buyers start online these days, so your real estate agent should be offering you professional photography, great descriptions. They should be highlighting the best features of your home, and this should all be happening on social media as well as the written materials that are in your home. So you want to have a professional real estate agent who understands marketing and can go over that marketing plan with you before you even list, because these things are essential in today's market. Gone are the days where a real estate agent had a list of homes that were for sale. They were all written on paper, and buyers came in and they talked about them, but they didn't even get to see really anything but an exterior picture of the house. Now it's all online, and you want to have your house looking as good as possible in those online photos and those virtual tours, which is also something that I provide. So those things are paramount for you to get buyers in your house and get it sold. We want to make sure that it's marketed appropriately and also in a way that's comfortable for you. So let's have those discussions prior to getting that even listed in the MLS or put online. Now let's recap the 5 things that we just discussed, because they're so very important, and I really want to make sure that you guys walk away from this video with a good understanding of what they are. Number 1, define your goals and your timeline. We talked about why this is the first domino in the line that needs to fall so that you can make sure that you get your house sold for what you want and when you want. Number 2, declutter and clean your home thoroughly so that you're putting your best foot forward for buyers, both in person and online in that marketing we discussed. Number 3, handle any obvious repairs ahead of time. And you may even want to consider getting a pre-listing inspection to help you define what those are. Again, this is something your listing agent can assist you with. Number 4, price it strategically and competitively, and make that number a data-driven number so that it makes sense in the marketplace to any prospective buyers. And number 5, prep your home's presentation and marketing prior to putting it on the market, because as we said, there's a lot of online viewing going on these days, and you need to really make sure that you are ready to go before it even hits the market. So if you do these 5 things as a seller, I can assure you that you will be in a much stronger position to get your house sold in the timeline that you want and for the price you really want to get. Because again, we want to make sure that we get you the most money we can for your home anytime we list it. You're ready to talk about your specific home and what prep makes sense for you. Let's connect. Drop a comment, send me a message, give me a call, and we can talk about what is the best strategy for you. I'm Christina Roberto, and I'm here to help you sell smarter this year.